Hello, welcome to Sarah Overbooked. I am Sarah and I'm here to talk about We Used to Live Here by Marcus Kluewer. I think that's how you say his last name. If it's wrong, forgive me. Right now I'm about 30-40% in, but let's start from the beginning. After the first 2 chapters of this book, I was questioning my want to read this. We have Eve as our main character. Eve she lives in a house with her partner, girlfriend Charlie, who is not home at the time of the beginning of the story. They had just bought this house. They're flippers. They buy houses, flip them, sell them. You know what flippers are. We start the story. Eve's home alone, and a family of 5 just show up and knock on her door. No vehicle in sight, just 5 people. The father of the family says, "Hey, I used to live here as a kid. Can I show my family around?" Eve is creeped out by the family, is a very anxious person. She has anxiety issues, doesn't like strangers, doesn't want these people in her house, yet she feels guilty, so she lets them in. So she's kind of an idiot, I guess, because her partner Charlie's not there. She has no excuse not to let him in, so she lets him in. Makes no sense to me. She's supposed to be 30 years old, not a young adult or 20s. I can even understand that, but in your 30s, I think you've lived enough to be able to say no to people. I'm sorry. I don't understand that. She tries to call her partner because she can't make up her mind. She can't do anything for herself. It seems like she's going through things in her head. It seems like she can't really do things for herself. She needs some excuse from somebody else, which I don't like. So I'm sitting here thinking I'm not gonna like this story. So she lets this family in even though she doesn't want to. They say 15 minutes tops, blah blah blah. They walk around the house. She leaves them alone in the house. She's already not comfortable with them there, but she leaves them alone. There's some defacing of the house by the family. And then the little girl there's 3 kids, 2 boys and a girl. The little girl runs away and plays hide and seek. Okay, now you got a kid apparently hiding in the basement. Hi, kitty. You're blocking my notes. So apparently this girl does this. It's normal for her to just all of a sudden run away and hide and never come out. Hides for hours. So the family's stuck there. And okay, you did this to yourself, girlfriend. I don't care. That's on you. She's all in her head about how creepy the people are, or the family is, and it's on you. That's on you. You let him in. And then Charlie gets home, and because the kid is missing and won't come out, they eat dinner together. And of course, a snowstorm hits. They try to leave, but the road is closed. The bridge gets closed, so they're back. They stay the night. Charlie doesn't think anything of it. It's just people stuck there. She's just being kind, letting them stay. Otherwise, I guess they just stay in the moving truck, which they parked on the road and walked in, which is why Eve didn't see a vehicle. And then at about 30% of the way in is when you figure out that Eve is not just anxious, she's unreliable. There is something going on with her. Things aren't fitting properly. So that's when it started to get more interesting to me, when you figure out that she's just not an anxious idiot. She's an unreliable narrator. And at the point where I'm at now, we have The family was stuck with them overnight. They slept over. So the family's still in the house. Charlie calmed Eve down when she got there. They went to bed. Eve had a nightmare, woke Charlie up. Charlie got her back to sleep again. Things are tense in the house between everybody. In the morning, Charlie's gone when Eve gets up. Went into town, she's told by Thomas, the father. Eve's confused because she doesn't think Charlie would leave without saying anything to her. Yet, here we are, Charlie's gone. The family's still there. Thomas is cooking breakfast for the family. Eve's freaking out. She can't find her phone, so she goes to the neighbor's house to use her phone, and she gets a little bit of a backstory about Thomas, because the neighbor was there when he lived there as a child, and she babysat him. So, barring the constant freakouts of Eve and the incessant anxiety that you get from her, which I get, but it is a little bit much, it's turning out to be better than, we'll put that down since we have a cat head in the way now. It's the beginning. Oh, kitty, this is Katrina. She wants to be in the way. Say hi. Say hi. Anyway, so Eve at the beginning was just annoying. But now at about 40% in, now that we're getting more information and understanding that there's something not right, there's something there, it's definitely better than just she's 100% anxiety fueled and annoying. So that's where I'm at with this, and hopefully it continues to get better, but I will let you know as I progress. Okay, I'm at 67% in this book now, and I had to put it on pause because there was a part that was just pissing me off. So this book is written so well that it is definitely evoking emotion. Of course, the part that I'm talking about does include the dog. Don't worry, dog's fine after this. I don't have no trigger warnings there, but I just kept yelling at Eve. I just kept yelling at Eve to tell those people to get out of her house, get out of the fucking house. But she doesn't. She falls back. So Eve's still pissing me off, as you can tell. But the story is getting pretty good. It's still, it's hard to explain without spoilers. But yeah, the family, at this point, it seems like the family has left at 67%. Don't know for sure. Could be just a fake. I mean, they could be coming back. Don't know. But yeah, something happened, and it involved the dog, and I just spent that whole time yelling, get out of, just say get out of my house, get the fuck out of my house. I had to take a break because I was so mad at it, but I'm back at it. Let's see, what else have I learned since in the last 30%? So that it seems to be some sort of conspiracy type thing going on with things changing, or it's a mental thing in Eve. We don't know this yet. So back to the unreliable narrator thing. But yeah, it's evoking emotion, so it's a good book, and I'll get back to you. I probably won't get back to you till I'm done, now that there's only, 67%, so the 30% left. I just read through the last 30%, and then I'll get back to you with my final thoughts. Okay, I am not 100% sure where I was when I last spoke to you about We Used to Live Here, by Marcus. Well, obviously this is all going to be about this book, but let's see. Here we go. And we have a cat. You're in the way. Keep moving. There we go. I should probably watch the other footage because it's been about a week since I finished and or talked to you about this. But at about, let's see, at the beginning, I know I talked about Eve being an idiot. And then at about 30% in, figuring out that this is an unreliable narrative that don't really know if Eve is in her right mind or not. Family was still at the, oh yeah, okay, I remember. The last I talked to you, Eve and Charlie were alone. The family had left the premises. Eve couldn't stand to stay in the house, so Eve and Charlie left. Eve wouldn't go back into the house at all. Charlie went in and got some stuff, and then they went to the hotel down the road. While there that night, Eve got a call. I don't know what to say. That's not a spoiler. That's the problem with these. While at the hotel or motel, it was a cheap motel, Eve received a call in the middle of the night and she raced back to the house. She needed to go back. It was important. It was something she absolutely felt she needed to do. So she went back to the house. We're still not sure if she is in her right mind or not. She's maybe seeing things. Maybe these things are real. Not 100% sure. It's basically a story about, is her mind twisting reality, or is reality twisting her mind? And because of that, I can't really tell you anything. And I'm going to have to leave it vague like this because I don't want any spoilers other than it's unreliable narrative. Who do you believe? What do you believe? And that's that. I enjoyed the book in the Kitty, you gotta stay out of the way. By the end of it, I enjoyed it. Obviously, in the beginning, it was a little touch and go because Eve came off as such an idiot to me. Could just be me, though I have seen other reviews of people saying the same thing about not liking how the main character thinks. But in the beginning, if you can get through that part of it, it is worth the read. I did enjoy this. I believe I gave it, I probably rated it 4 stars in Goodreads, but really it would be more of a 3.75. But yeah, We Used to Live Here by Marcus Kluewer. Unreliable narrator book. Starts out a little bit iffy with the characters, the main character, but turns out to be a good, decent read. That's really all I can tell you. Can't spoil it. There you go. My review, spoiler-free, of We Used to Live Here, being helped by Norman.